Hey, good morning, everyone. I wanted to really get into the behind the scenes and the process as to why I started the Adrianna brand and why I got into magazine publishing and why I needed to do videos. Shout out to Karina Ramirez and Jessica Harrell for convincing me to do an Instagram video to begin with. Without my team, I really wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Um, but the reason why I started the Adriana brand, the reason why it's called Adriana is that, as you all know, I have my daughter, and I wanted to name my magazine, the podcast series, the website, the company, um, everything named after her because I intend to give her the company when I'm no longer here or when I'm no longer uh, operating the company. So I wanted something that really bears her name for the future. The reason why I did a magazine is that I always wanted to do a magazine since I was in high school. But that was just a dream then, which then turned into a goal of mine, which then turned into an opportunity. So I encourage anyone that has a vision um, to start. And it took me years, and don't make this mistake, it took me years to really start um, my company because I felt like I tried to do so many different other things, but I kept always winding up back where I needed to be an entrepreneur in order to, do the things that I always wanted to do. Um, but a little bit about the brand. It's a lifestyle brand. It used to be a brand that I created for the sake of personal finance because everyone knows that I always wanted to invest money in the stock market, which I do, and I always wanted to help people with that. But as the years went on, I became less interested in day trading and more interested in entrepreneurship. I feel like entrepreneurship is really the most exciting part of business. It's great to invest. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of money that you can make in the stock market. However, I feel like the real value for me is not trading stocks, but owning companies in which ultimately, go public and you all can day trade in the companies that I started. But I really became disinterested in the stock market because from all the people that I always looked up to business wise, they weren't just traders in the stock market, they were actual business owners that took companies public. But I wanted to give you all a bit more about the brand. Um, if I can describe the brand in one word, I would probably say it'd be resolve. And the reason for that is that, yes, it's true that starting a company is very hard to do. There's a myriad of growing pains and all those different things like that. But the hardest thing about starting a company is starting a company while everything else in life is hard. That's really the hard part. Is can you have the resolve to build on a vision while everything else around you is going on? Um, a perfect example is my story. So I'm still in the Navy. I'm about to separate in the Navy in about a month or two. I'll be moving to Florida because right now I'm still in Spain, and a lot of things have happened since I've been over here. Started and stopped a relationship, had a child, got into another relationship that's doing well. Um, Started a company, traveled a lot, grew a lot, but all of those things, which really do not directly have anything to do with starting a business, affect that business because it affected the person who started the business. So I encourage everyone to start. But the key word for me, if I were to describe my brand, is resolve. Um, a lot of people ask me because they try to ask me questions so I can better myself and better my company and everything. And they're like, why would anyone be bothered with your brand when I'm not the first person to start a magazine? I'm not the first person to start a publishing company. I'm not the first person to start a blog. I'm not. a podcast, so on and so forth. And the reason why I feel like people um, should be around the Adrianna brand is that it's really about associations. As you already know, who you associate yourself with can be a difference maker in terms of where you get to where you want to go in life. Your associations can also um, tell a lot about the person by who they associate themselves with and what they associate themselves with. And I want my brand, our brand, because it's not just me doing this. I have a team of people, and I want our brand to really be a difference maker in people's lives in terms of their business and everything. Because if you don't associate yourself with the right people and with the right things, then how do you really expect to some degree go to where you want to be at? And I want this brand to resonate with not just entrepreneurs, but anyone that's working on something, anyone that's building on something. And I wanted people to get a glimpse into the process of what it's like to be an entrepreneur, what it's like to live an entrepreneurial lifestyle. That's why I turned this brand from personal finance to a lifestyle brand, because it's not just about money. Business is not about money. For me, it's about impact. And you can't make money in business without having impact first. So impact and resolve is really what I want this brand to be about. But in future videos, I'm going to go through, look back in the past, and show you, or more or less tell you the story as to how I wound up here, how I wound up in Spain, how I wound up actually creating the magazine, and all of those different things. So I appreciate everyone watching. There's probably 4 people that might watch this video, but I think 10 years down the line, and 500,000 people have maybe watched this video, that you really not just enjoy the content, because I'm not just here to entertain anyone. I really want people to be around people that are really constructing things, building businesses, creating podcasts, and I want people to really resonate with the brand. So there will be more videos and everything, but I just wanted to start my first video to kind of build my confidence up and everything, and see where we go. I'll probably be doing these videos probably every day, because I have the time to. So I appreciate you all watching. Please go to our website, adriannatimes.com. We have a podcast called The Adrianna Times. Shout out to Karina Ramirez, who's currently writing her next blog post. And shout out to everyone that is currently working on something, currently building a business, currently researching a business, currently filing the paperwork for business. We'll get into that as well, because the paperwork is really nothing to play around with. But yeah, I appreciate you all watching. Take care.